Hello. Hey, glad you could join us today. I have some special guest vloggers today that are being very distracting in the background, but hey, I like it, so it's okay. Um, they've just come from the beach. I know they're giving, making you think they just came back from Hawaii. Beach, Hawaii, kind of the same.
And
okay.
Camping.
What?
Camping.
And camping, of course. This is Devon right
Hi.
here, and this is Kailey. You may have heard me speak of Kailey a few times because we're kind of related. Anyway, okay, but they just came back from camping at St. Augustine. It was quite the experience, and they were telling me about something that happened while they were at the beach, and I thought, oh, I'd love to share that with my vlogging audience. So, take it away, Devon and Kailey. Tell us what happened while you were in the ocean. Here, get in a little closer.
Okay,
Tell us what happened when you were floating and how you were like, I
I'm gonna
don't
sit
know how to float. Take it from there.
Okay. Well, Devon, would you like to sit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to get them to sit, but they're like, no, we want to stand. Okay.
Okay. Should we talk to like
Yeah,
them
talk
over here?
right here. Just a little bit.
Okay. So basically, here's what happened. We were in the ocean. I don't really like the ocean that much.
No.
It like stresses me out.
She's a wimp. Just that. She started our fires though.
I did. So I don't like the ocean that much, just because like the waves stress me out. They're like crashing all over me, and like you're trying to stand and like have control of like your body and not get like thrown over. And then when you get past the crashing waves, then there's all the things you can't see like under the water, the sharks and like animals and stuff like that. So that all stresses me out. So I just like to avoid the ocean. But Devon.
But I love the ocean, and so with her being very tense about that, and I like to just relax and float with the waves. So when you get past the breaking point and you go out a little deeper, the waves are smoother, and so you just kind of like turn on your back and you float. And I was just like, Kailey, just float. And she's like trying so hard, and she's like, I don't know if I can float. I don't know if I can do it.
Imitate how you were doing it. She was looking like
I was like, okay, fine, I'll try this floating thing, whatever, because she already got me into the ocean, like, got me past the breaking waves, which I was like, felt like I was gonna die, like, suffocate on salt water. And so I finally decide like, okay, I'll try this floating thing. And so I'm turning my back, and I'm just like, I can't.
Not exactly relaxing.
No, she was like, I'm trying, and then she's like, really
stiff.
Yeah, very rigid,
Yeah.
and I was just like, just relax.
I'm like, how do you? Okay, because like there's still waves where we are. They're just not breaking. So I'm like, how in the world do you just float on your back while the waves are going? Like you're gonna get overtaken, obviously. Like that doesn't make sense to my brain. But so finally, she just like encourages me to relax and just float, and I did. And, like, then the waves were coming, and, like, I felt them, but I barely felt them. It was, like, this weird feeling of, like, when you let go of control, like, things work out.
And it's the let go and let God. Like, as cliche as that can be, like, we actually experience that when you just relax and you let go and you just start trusting. Like, okay, I've got to trust that the waves will do its thing and I will go over, and like that's all, it worked out.
And I've always like I've prayed a lot in my life for like the waves to be calmed and like for God to calm the sea and all the troubles to go away. Yet like this showed me that even like when the waves aren't going to be calmed, like it's still like God is still going to take care of us. Like I don't need to always pray for the waves to go away in our lives, but to let go and stop trying to control and let the waves just take me where need to go.
Perfect. Yeah. That is such a good lesson. And isn't it nice they're learning this at 21? Are you 21 also?
I'm 20.
20 and 21.
2
Because
months.
some of us take like 50 years to figure these things out.
And it's like, I'm sure that it's not one thing that we're just going to learn and be
Yeah.
like,
Right.
yeah, we're set for life.
Right.
But it was a really cool experience to just understand that in such a tangible, physical way. That I can always, for the rest of my life, probably look back on that and remember when there's waves in our lives that are happening, to stop trying to fight them and stand firmly on my own 2 feet and fight those waves as they crash off my face, but just lay back and let go and let God.
So, let's turn it on to you guys. Tell us about a time, here, let me move in a little bit. Tell us about a time where you can relate to these two, where you've been like, oh God, can you please calm the waves? I want everything calm. But when you just gave up and released it to God, it actually happened. I mean, you experienced peace. So tell us about a time when that happened to you, or if you're going through something right now, and those are good words for you. We just want to hear from you. All right.
Bye.
Thanks so much. See you next week.